Welcome to the NSL news again, and once again we have guests in the office in the land. This time we have guests from Denmark, Vibeke and Torben. Thanks for coming in, and the NSL news is expecting a detailed update of the situation in Denmark. Torben, let's begin with you. You were here last year already. You competed at the Shamrock Showdown 2006 with a last second. That was not your real team.
No, I used to jump on Vitesse, and I did that the last 2 years. But it was in between the training camps, and I stayed over here, so we just made a Scrabble team and competed with that one. So yeah, and we got the 4th member in last second. That's the name.
Yeah, that was last second, and that was in the AA class with a little over 10 average by then with that pickup team. Now you were in the Vitesse, which was the B team in Denmark. This year you have moved up to the national team. Is that the official national team already by now? And you posted a 14 average in the AAA class. Who moved you up to the AAA class? Do you have a national coach? How did it happen?
Actually, I was already AAA. It was only that it was a scramble team. We didn't know who we were jumping with. So Vitesse was already AAA, and last year we did a 14.5 average at the national championship in Denmark. So we were already triple A.
And who decides who is moving up to that's the right now the team you are on now, that is like the national team for Denmark this year? You would probably win the nationals. Who's putting the lineup together? Is that is the team doing it by itself? It used to be a national coach who is doing that. How's the system working now?
Yeah, Solly is our coach, is in that selection, and Solly together with 2 members from the old national team Danes were putting the team together, and they put all 3 teams. So that's partly Solly and partly the old Danes.
You mentioned 3 teams, so the system is still the same. You have 3 teams which are kind of the caterer of the project, and one team is the official A team, one is the B team, one is the C team. Is that correct? And you used to have one last year's member in there, Rene, right? So was he and Solly kind of in charge or responsible for the selection?
No, we had to bribe him a bit to get him on the team. He talked about getting jumping coach, player coach on the 2nd team, but we would like to have him on the 1st team. So we kind of got him convinced to do that.
What are the old Danes members doing? Are they still active with other teams, or did they completely retire?
What they're saying is they're having a break, and rumors is saying that they are competing for the nationals with one of my old team members, Peter, on the slot instead of Rene. So they're still doing a little bit jumping.
So that will be your challenge to beat. They will try to beat the new national team, and you will try to defend your current position, right? Of course. You're also coaching all the teams, or I think 2 of the teams, the project teams, are currently here and for training camps, and you're also coaching at the same time. Now, Vibeke, you are this year you were just visiting here as a fun jumper, or visiting with your boyfriend. That's Torben. Just mentioned that. This year you are also a team member of one of the project teams. Can you explain which team you are on and how the progression is?
Yeah, I can. I'm jumping on the 2nd team, Sequence, and this is the first time that the team's jumping together. We've all been selected by the Danish board, the former national team members and Solly, like we just mentioned before, and we're all just learning how to work together as a group. but I think that the progression is going quite well, and everybody's happy to just be here and be part of that second team.
Is it your first year in a team, in a forward team?
No, I have had 2 seasons prior on forward teams, so I have a little bit of experience, but this is definitely the most serious team that I've been on. And last year, like you mentioned, I weren't on a team, so it's stepping up to new challenges.
Is Torben the coach for your team here at the project?
No, the second team used Sully, but Torben is coaching the third team, Contra. So.
Okay. Now, what is the plan in the big picture? How many jumps are all these teams doing? How are they financed? And what's the plan for this year? And then probably for next year. Next year is the World Meet season, where the Danish national team will compete, I guess. And what are the plans in general?
The national team, we all committed for 2 years, and our goal is 2008, and make the best results that we can there. Everybody on the project pays the same. We pay around $6,000 each to be on the project, and then the Skydiving Federation, they support us a bit, and the first team gets, of course, the most, and then second and then third team get less. And that's how it's going. We are planning to, on the national team, we're planning to do between 250 and 300 jumps a year, plus some Bedford tunnel camps and so on. The second team is Yuan. So
yeah. Here in the land we plan 130, and I think total will be 150 some jumps. And also we have 2 trips to the tunnel, so just a little bit of warm up when we can't go here. We could only afford 1 camp.
And I remember there was a big cut in the budget for the skydiving teams in Denmark. That was, I think, 2 or 3 years ago. How is the financial support at the moment? Is it has it improved? Is it the same, or is it worse or better than in the last year and the previous 2 years?
the support is the same. It's right that we lost what we in Denmark call Team Denmark, to support all national sports. And we're still trying to get some more money, but that's out of reach right now. So the only support we get is from the Skydiving Federation, and a little bit sponsorship, but that's difficult for everybody.
Mostly the union, and besides from the union, what they actually put into us, they put a lot of work effort. So hopefully for future years we will have some kind of finance sponsors again.
And that will be probably the time when you have moved up into the A team. What are is that your goal for the next years, Vibeke? Moving up, will you be committed to the project for a longer time?
I think I speak for everybody on my team and on the third team also when I say that we are on the project because we aim to be on the national team one day. Of course, within a reasonable time span, but we are definitely committed for 2-3 years to see how far we can take it and hopefully get some motivation if we do reach that national team.
So will you eventually end up in the same team together?
We'll see. We'll see.
Well, good luck for both of your plans and for the whole project, and thank you for coming.